Hey there, science fans, and welcome back to Curio Vibes. Sometimes the most amazing discoveries happen when we least expect it. Today, we're diving into the world of happy accidents with 7 inventions that changed history. Get ready to have your minds blown because we're about to uncover how a simple mistake in the lab led to a life-saving medicine. Stick around to find out how a moldy experiment changed medicine forever. Picture this, it's 1928 and Scottish scientist Alexander Fleming is studying bacteria. He left a petri dish out and when he came back it was covered in mold. Fleming noticed the mold, penicillium, had created a clear zone where no bacteria could grow. This oops moment led to the discovery of penicillin, the world's first antibiotic. Thanks to this accidental invention we can now treat bacterial infections that were once deadly. Our next accidental invention takes us to the 1940s with engineer Percy Spencer. While working with a magnetron, he noticed his chocolate bar had melted. Curious, he placed popcorn kernels near the magnetron and they popped. That was the light bulb moment that sparked the idea for the microwave oven. And let's be real, who doesn't love a quick snack thanks to this accidental invention? Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next one might surprise you. We're talking about Coca-Cola. It all started with a pharmacist trying to cure headaches, not quench thirst. In 1886, Dr. John Pemberton created a syrup using coca leaves and cola nuts, hoping it would be a new headache remedy. But one day, he accidentally mixed his syrup with carbonated water, and boom! A bubbly, refreshing drink was born. You know those little squares of paper that help us remember everything? Well, Post-it notes were a complete accident. In 1968, a scientist at 3M named Spencer Silver was trying to invent a super strong adhesive. Instead, he ended up with a weak adhesive that peeled off easily. Years later, another scientist at 3M named Arthur Fry used Silver's adhesive to create bookmarks that wouldn't damage his church hymnal. And just like that, the Post-it note was born. This next accidental invention revolutionized the way we see the world, literally. I'm talking about X-rays. In 1895, physicist Wilhelm Röntgen was experimenting with cathode rays. He noticed that even when his cathode ray tube was covered, a fluorescent screen across the room would still glow. He called this mysterious radiation X-rays because he didn't know what they were. This accidental discovery opened up a whole new way to look inside the human body without ever making a cut. Now, who doesn't love a salty, crunchy potato chip? It's the perfect snack. In 1853, Chef George Crumb was working at a fancy resort in Saratoga Springs, New York. A customer kept sending his French fries back, complaining they were too thick and soggy. Crumb sliced the potatoes as thin as he could, fried them until they were hard as a rock, and then doused them in salt. The customer loved them, and potato chips were born. Our final accidental invention is something we probably take for granted every day: Velcro. In 1941, Swiss engineer Georges de Mestral was on a hike with his dog when he noticed how easily burrs clung to his dog's fur. Curious, he put a burr under a microscope and discovered hundreds of tiny hooks that latched onto anything with a loop. This aha moment sparked the idea for Velcro, a fastening system that uses tiny hooks and loops to hold things together. From shoes and jackets to spacesuits and airplanes, Velcro has become an essential part of our lives. And there you have it, 7 accidental inventions that changed the world. From life-saving medicines to everyday conveniences, these discoveries remind us that sometimes the greatest breakthroughs come from the most unexpected places. Which one of these accidental inventions surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Curio Vibes for more fascinating stories from the world of science, history, and beyond.